Greetings, I'm your host, Dr. Wolfula, and welcome to the unanticipated return of my sort of podcast. It's been a long time, I know, but I'm back to discuss the latest news in the realm of horror and whatever the fuck else I feel like gabbing about. I'm joined by a very special mystery guest. You'll never guess who it is.
Hey, Ghoulash here.
Ghoulash, you aren't Joe Pesci.
I know I'm not.
Well, you'll have to do, I suppose. I begrudgingly accept you as my very special mystery guest.
That's neat.
It's a lot more than just neat. It's a serious honor. Alright, first topic of discussion, our review of the new Ghostbusters film. Ghoulash and I were invited to the Hollywood premiere of the film at the historic Mann's Chinese Theater. I had my spitting class that day, so I sent Ghoulash alone in my stead to see the film. So, how was Ghostbusters, Ghoulash? Did it make you feel good?
Oh, geez. I have to admit, I didn't actually see it. I did see Finding Dory a couple of days ago, though.
You didn't go to the Hollywood premiere at all? The producers flew you out on a private jet.
Yeah, that was fun. I could review that if you want.
No, just forget it.
I'm very sorry, sir.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, how was Finding Dory, by the way?
It was very sad.
Sounds like a great time. Let's move on from our latest failure and talk about the latest news about the Halloween sequel.
They're making another one of those?
Yes, Ghoulash. We spoke of this in the first episode of this podcast.
I don't think that was canon.
All right, Kathleen Kennedy. Well, we did talk about a new Halloween feature happening. Halloween Returns. Well, that one was canceled. I guess Halloween didn't return after all.
I mean, the holiday still happened in 2015, so that isn't really true.
Oh yeah, right. Shit. Anyway, the folks at Trancas International are taking another stab at the slasher franchise.
Of course they are. Isn't the Halloween series the only thing they have?
Yes, Trancas International is literally twiddling their figurative thumbs between Halloween movies, but this time they have a secret weapon.
A solid script? A good budget? A well-known director?
No, better. John Carpenter is coming back.
Whoa, that's actually kind of impressive. So John Carpenter is directing the new Halloween movie?
No. John Carpenter is executive producing the new Halloween movie.
So he's just producing?
Executive producing.
Executive producing the movie. Doesn't that just mean he has his name in the credits?
Well, sure, technically speaking, but maybe, just maybe, he might do something more than that. I mean, he can do other stuff if he feels like it. Carpenter even said that he's going to try to make the new Halloween the scariest of them all.
Sounds like something an executive producer would probably say. Will he at least compose the musical score for the film?
I don't know yet. It'd be nice.
'Cause that would be one of the things to do to make it the scariest.
Yeah, but what are you gonna do?
Do we know anything else about the movie?
Not yet, but supposedly, the director of Hush may direct it. That's another horror movie with a white mask.
I didn't see Hush.
Neither did I.
We should probably watch more horror movies.
Yeah, maybe. But before that, let's talk about a horror movie trailer.
Oh boy, that sounds like a wonderful idea.
I'm gonna ignore that sarcasm. As you may know, it was recently outed that an upcoming found footage horror flick wasn't what it seemed. I'm talking, of course, about a film called The Woods, about some college kids who go into some woods, I guess.
I feel like you don't really need to do much more with that concept.
I know, right? Well, The Woods is actually a stealth reboot in the form of Blair Witch.
Okay, so this new Blair Witch movie is basically the same thing as the original.
No, it's not. You see, this movie has a much more original concept than young student filmmakers making a documentary in some woods. In the reboot, a character is looking for his sister and is joined by, for some reason, dozens of people with cameras. This will, of course, bolster the movie's body count and jump scare possibilities.
That doesn't sound very realistic.
People hate realism in found footage movies, Ghoulash. People want to actually see the Blair Witch doing shit, not just leave it, I don't know,
ambiguous.
Exactly! People hate words like ambiguous. So now we're going to finally get a Blair Witch that does things right. It shows us everything that happens so people with short attention spans don't have to think too much.
Yeah, I guess thinking is kind of hard.
It really, really is. Speaking of not thinking, let's talk about Justice League.
Based on the trailer, I guess Warner has realized that nobody wants to watch a movie with Aquaman and the Flash that has the tone of a Holocaust film.
Yeah, it's really nice to see the Justice League lightening up a bit, but it's a bit jarring to see actual humor in a Zack Snyder film.
Yeah, there weren't any grim monologues or drama, and instead there was some jokes and rock music. Which is good, I guess, but it does feel a bit weird all of a sudden.
But there wasn't even that much humor in the trailer, though.
Yeah, but even the smallest bit of comedy seems odd in a DC movie at this point. Gal Gadot, or whatever her name is, can still barely emote, and Cyborg does not look like the kind of guy who would say booyah like in the Teen Titans cartoon.
The Flash and Batman are the light at the end of the tunnel for DC movies right now. Maybe finally, things will be made right for the DC cinematic universe.
Zack Snyder is still directing, and Jesse Eisenberg is still cast as Lex Luthor.
Please, I just need a little hope.
You mean a little S?
God is dead.